and gentlemen, the 9-3 Buffalo Bills take on the 7-5 New York Jets in what should be a tight AFC East game in Week 14. The Bills hope to keep pace for the number 1 seed while the Jets are fighting for their playoff lives. Before I get to the preview and the importance of this game, though, make sure to hit that like button and to subscribe. Now, let's get on with that preview. Today we're going to start by talking about the Bills defense, who rebounded big time in a suffocating performance against the New England Patriots last Thursday night. It was an excellent game plan from start to finish, with the Bills taking away the short passes out wide and continuing to have a strong run defense. The best performers by far were defensive lineman Boogie Basham, A.J. Epinesa, and once again Ed Oliver. Epinesa had a huge 13-yard sack that sealed the game late in the fourth, and the Bills' run defense limited New England to 60 yards on the ground. And all of this was without star Von Miller, who will miss at least the next 3 games, including the one against the Jets. Linebacker Tremaine Edmonds returned to the lineup, and his presence was clearly felt. Quarterback Mac Jones struggled passing over the middle of the field thanks to Edmonds. Cornerback Tre'Davious White also played a regular number of snaps, and it was nice to see the Bills finally limit the opponent's top wide receiver. Jordan Poyer had a near interception, but the refs called it back. However, it didn't matter. The Bills are now 8-0 when Poyer plays and 9-3 on the season. It was the defense that led this team to another lopsided victory, but the Bills' offense also did their jobs rather quietly. It was another game in which the Bills stressed the run attack, with rookie running back James Cook rushing 14 times for 64 yards. Cook has really emerged over the last couple of games, and he garnered 105 total scrimmage yards in the Thursday night game. Devin Singletary was also strong, rushing 13 times for 51 yards and getting a rushing touchdown. Quarterback Josh Allen played a solid game, throwing 22 for 33 for 223 yards and getting 2 touchdown passes, including throwing a great pass to wide receiver Gabe Davis. Allen barely kept himself in bounds and was able to throw across his body to find the covered Davis in the middle of the end zone. Speaking of wide receiver Gabe Davis, he was pretty much boxed out of the entire game outside of that one catch. Stephon Diggs was not, though, as Diggs had 7 catches for 92 yards and a touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie continued his strong play as well, catching 5 balls for 44 yards. Now, Allen did not throw an interception, but he fumbled the ball towards the tail end of the first half on a strip sack from Josh Uche of the Patriots. He was fortunate that his fumble did not result in any points, but he'll need to keep playing turnover-free football against the very good New York Jets defense. Much like the offense, this unit started slow against the Vikings, but were able to help their team get back into the game late. Kirk Cousins was held to under 200 passing yards, though the Jets struggled in stopping Dalvin Cook on the ground. And the Jets will need to figure out how to change in that run department, since the Bills can now run that ball well. Defensive linemen Sheldon Rankins and Quinnen Williams will each need to elevate their play in the run defense, and John Franklin Myers plus Carl Lawson should be forced again on the outside. Much like a month ago when these two teams played, C.J. Mosley will look to keep his renaissance year going in the middle of the field, as will Quan Alexander. Now, the story of this unit is the secondary, led by Defensive Rookie of the Year candidate, cornerback Sauce Gardner. In the first meeting of these two teams, he effectively shut down Stephon Diggs, but now he'll have to strike gold once again. Alongside him is cornerback DJ Reed, who's put together a solid season, and altogether this unit will look to demoralize the Bills offense for the second time this season. Also looking to keep their positive play going is the now Mike White-led offense. Like the defense, the Jets offense struggled early, but did enough to get themselves within striking distance of a win. Mike White finished the game with an interception on 4th and 10, but not all the stats were that bad. He threw 31 for 57 for 369 yards, and those 2 interceptions, and he had a rushing touchdown. So yeah, a bit of a mixed bag from him. He only had a 54% completion rate, and actually, this was kind of a tough game from him, especially in the red zone. Running back Zonathan Knight also played well, rushing 15 times for 90 yards. In the receiving game, it was mainly wide receiver Garrett Wilson getting the looks, as he had 8 catches for 162 yards, though Corey Davis did have 5 catches for 85 yards on his own, including a clutch 4th down catch in the 4th quarter. However, it was the red zone where White, Davis, and Wilson failed. Also, Braxton Berrios dropped what would be a big touchdown late in the 4th quarter, so he will look to bounce back. but this offense has responded positively to the Zach Wilson benching, and they'll hope to play well in Buffalo again on Sunday with a revamped and energized offense. So, after all of that, here's what our BSC panel is predicting for this huge Week 14 matchup between the Josh Allen-led Bills and the Mike White-led New York Jets.
Run, always a possibility here.
And it is for Allen. And more. Josh Allen, sideline, touchdown! Josh Allen does it himself, 36 yards.